Alright, y'all back. Another playthrough. FF16. Alright, gonna head back to the hideaway. And we gotta come up with a plan to go get Jill back if she's not already dead. Hopefully she's not. Let's go.
Right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
Before we get to the main story, I wanna do some side quests.
Oh, that blasted book!
All of them.
Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, all right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped? Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
I've never been one to play favourites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow, that's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Some ingredients.
Let me help. I know my letters. Most of them anyway.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the Blueback Wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Let's go get us a dragon. World map. Northreach. Sounds like they're saying Northreach.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
Sounds like I got them all. Oh, Northreach, man. Right, almost
You heard the
there.
herald. The Emperor's dead and the Empire along with him. If we're going to survive, we'll have to do it on our own.
Right.
Captain said it was you who slew the, whatever they were. And for that, you have our thanks. Now that we know how to fight them, I hazard we'll fare a little better the next time they attack.
Welcome, buddy. Alright. Let's go get us some recipes. See the dragon already.
Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot.
I got.
This must be our wyvern. Right. Let's get this over with. This one. Nice try. Over here!
Oh, it's charging a little faster. I upgraded it. Yes, more levels, which means I'm going to be even more OP. How many levels can I go? I think I can charge. Oh, you clown. I think I can charge this bad boy all the way to 6 like I can with Sid's charge attack. Okay, this one goes to level 4. Oh, that's dope. That is dope.
This one. Get him.
Oh, dude, it's so cheap. It's so cheap. Endless damage.
This one. Fire and blood.
Guess it makes sense for this to take a while to charge since it's such a strong move. Man. It rains down. Death.
That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent.
Alright, we're eating good at the hideout. Whole field of them.
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
Which song should we listen to?
So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback Wyvern liver. And, a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about. And here we have it. Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
So, not fit for consumption then?
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force, a force of nature even, a maelstrom of flavor and sensation, a graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. Best stock up while you can.
Let me help. I know my letters.
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them, as always.
Wrangle up these little brats.
He's a surly soaker.
Sid! Heard you were in Canva fetching young Med.
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just tell Miss Shirley.
You'll get us all striped. I'm telling you, I can fix them.
Oh, you shouldn't have been messing with them in the first place.
Sid!
Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh!
And just how long hasn't it been one?
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something worked is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we? All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces, the body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others? This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff.
But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Mididol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. All finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Mididol's hairs.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Mididol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Taking stuff apart. Unless you know how to put it back.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
We just walking away.
Didn't happen to forget anything, did you, Sid?
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone.
Master Sid, have you seen His Highness the Prince? We were to dine together, or so I was going to suggest. Before he vanished, that is. I suppose now I'll just have to ask the Bard.
Man, you better speak up, girl. You in a minute, Otto.
How are we supposed to do our duty?
Cole said it was an army of Akashic.
The new jams, humba.
A shadow looming in his path, his life hung by a thread. Yet still he clung unto the mast and bellowed, "All ahead!"
Bravo, bravo.
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Ah, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Ah, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Ah.
If Mid is teaching my pupils her secrets, I suppose I should brush up on some of them myself.
So. Oh. Small submissions. Goods.
What am I gonna do?
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallimil Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
We'll get Goots out of trouble.
Lady Karen. How's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait. What exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care, but here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto?
Just asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating. About you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dallimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
Aye, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day. I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
Ah. No, we was gonna go. I don't know why you acting surprised, boy. You didn't want to accept, I was gonna force you to. I control you, boy. Yeah. I got a gang of side missions. Side mission episode.
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us.
If I leave now, there'll be no one to man the shop.
Shouldn't be
Stop
too hard to
crying
find
and get
goods.
it back together.
The gentleman of the town guard was...
Fuck! How the hell did they flee? The finest cell swords in store.
Could be I know something more. What's it worth to you?
I've got 100 gil and a chocobo feather. Eh? Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumors about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Dalimil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
Better not be lying, Rashid.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
You be careful, Goots.
You too, Goots.
The finest cell swords in Storm couldn't hold a candle. Fuck! How the hell did...
The gentleman of the town guard.
Gentleman of the town
mess.
guard.
Yeah!
Down there. Come on. Oh. They're gonna make me go all the way around, even though I got feathers. I should be able to fly. All Battlefield 2042. How do I even get over there? It's like nothing but a big crack. I gotta go around this whole thing. Short way to get over here.
No mistakes.
Well, I couldn't just jump up. Oh, heck no. Went all the way back here for nothing.
Be safe.
I ain't trying to fight you. Oh, it's a special. Okay. Well, this wasn't a wasted trip.
Well, Clive. Looks like you're gonna need an even bigger sword.
Wait. Am I getting released? You ought to be kidding me. Okay, you better release this time. There we go. Look at me. If you dodge, it'll make charge faster. Alright. Nice try.
Headbutt the crap out of me. Bam! 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 Ooh, this is a new move. That was cool. A pile! A pile! Have a seat. Thank you, pants. Hadouken! Watch your face. You got me with that one. Oh, wow. Meow. Meow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. You know, good wine, you don't hit him.
Over here.
Kablam, kablam, kablam. 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 Kablam! 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 Ooh, that's a hot doggy. That's your face. Give me some help. Death, buddy. Oh, stop going for that attack. I'm gonna counter it every time. Okay. Oh. Shield is the greatest.
It should have stayed in its shell.
Stayed in your shell. Shell shocked. I was even hunting him down. But I'll take it. Go fight this other freaking monster.
Good girl.
Let's go. Souped up kitty.
Thanks, girl.
Sup, homie?
Get him.
toggle. Get hit by them easy moves. What the heck? Small as the freaking fighting zone. That was whack. Baby, you get jacked up.
Nice try.
To where we need to go now.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
On out, Vipers. Got something.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours.
Boys?
That sword is mine.
I love it when they underestimate me.
Leave now, and we could pretend this didn't happen.
Yeah, y'all better leave now. Y'all don't want what's going on. I'm about to unleash. I have no idea how OP I am. I'll give you a taste of level 1. I don't never learn, do you? Alright. That was just a sample. Y'all seen what happened to your homies, and you still want more. Ah, glad they give you all you need. I didn't even hurt them yet. What you healing them for? About to get hurt though. Y'all getting served up by my dog. What kind of bandits are you guys? Well, don't worry, Mr. Healer Man. I'm gonna take care of you real quick. Let's finish charging up. Oh, it's game over for you now, baby boys. You brought this on yourselves. told you. Don't mess with me. Just forgot about this. Nah, y'all just had to be greedy.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone. Before
gone.
I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
Get out of here.
I need to find Goots.
Fake Rashid.
Right now.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty painted lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood? Blood?
Goot, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Goots, no.
Enough, all of you!
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs?
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault!
That wet legs.
And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Goots, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs, you remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye.
Snap.
Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
And that boy until off
Sorry to
brand
keep you
big
waiting.
boss.
Is he
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It ain't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Like that. Wet Legs.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Check that boy's eye like big boss. Alright. Hey, I gotta go all the way back to the speaker here to finish this mission. I was literally just talking to her. You know what? Scratch that.
The gentleman of the
I ain't going all the way back there just to do that. Do a side mission while I'm here.
Mummy,
If I leave now, there'll be no one to man the shop.
What you need, Mr. Baker Man?
Gone, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
Shout.
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. Then that's where I'll start.
Scoop Drake's Fang. What are you doing there? That place is useless now.
Let's go.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Time to fight.
Ain't time to fight. Let's keep going. Find this boy. Get him back to the bakery. Bake some cakes. Patty cake, bakers, man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Roll it up, put it in the oven. Get on the road.
Be safe.
Oh, snap. Nine of Knives. This gear is dope.
My blade yet hungers, and so do I.
Okay.
Come.
Give you all.
Your flesh.
You ain't gonna feast on nothing, sucker.
Your feasting days are over.
Right. You about to feast on as a mega flare, buddy. Oh.
Snap you like a twig!
taste of this. Mad damage. Oh my god, okay. You ain't no joke, homie.
Get him. Let's try this one. Over here. Nice try.
There you go. Oh, I didn't know where he went.
Snap you like a twig.
God dang.
Guess we're all ready. Over here. Too slow.
Lights out for you, baby boy. Mmm. Delicious. Level up.
Those who kill for sport deserve no better.
Your armor clean though, homie. It's fun to fight. I'm about to fight another one of him.
After it.
That'll be true. Alright. Lost my way. Okay. Got a rattlesnake. Yes, we're meditating. How did you not get killed by Mr. Bloodthirsty?
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin, but I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
Learning how to bake.
Try to remember the good times. Do that, and the Mother Crystal will be with you no matter where you are.
Even in the bakery?
Yep.
What a fool I've been. Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Welcome.
You've
Go make
opened
some
my
cakes.
eyes.
Yeah.
I have to get back there right away. Farewell.
See you.
Wait.
Make some cheesecake. What you on the wait for, man? You just...
Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
Yeah, you good? We just killed the bloodlust guy. All good.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Fly, Ambrosia. Bad she don't use them wings. Yeah, I was kind of hoping they would have had a giant snake. That would have been perfect to put a giant snake on this stage. Like the giants, what was it, a giant viper they had in Final Fantasy 15? I liked fighting that thing. And they had a giant, I think it was a giant viper in Final Fantasy 7 OG. I wonder if they're gonna bring back the giant viper in Part 2 remake. Final Fantasy 7. Good old snake battles.
That'll do, girl.
Alright, let's go talk to the baker.
The gentleman of the town guard is right.
Town guard, a strapping bunch.
What a mess. Where do we even start trying to clean all this up?
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it.
A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. Her steepled peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why, no Fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the Fang.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something. Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
How it tastes though. Get a sample.
Now, Dusan, I know you're keen, but do you have to use the good salt? Leave some for the rest of us.
Sorry, Master. I'll go and get some more later.
Better come back, too.
The bandits may be
no more. Gang of side missions. I'll save some of these other missions for another video. Let's go back to the... Wait, do I got any more missions here, though? Oh, okay, man. We're good. We're good. Alright, let's go back to base. Talk to Otto. Otto Octavius. Actually, hold on. Let's go. Finish this side quest with Karen.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye,
Mummy.
and I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
Why are you so sweet?
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today'll cost you the same as it did yesterday.
You're so sweet. Alright, let's go talk to Otto. Otto! What you doing out here?
Lord Marquis, you seem unwell. I know His Grace has asked that I remain here with your people. But if you were to require my services, I could leave for the Free Cities at once.
Girl, you stay your butt right where he told y'all butt.
Cole said it was an army of Akashic.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with Akashic and the valleys are full of ether?
Look at my...
How indeed.
My little rewards over here.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Okay, I already got that one. Wait, no, I didn't get that one. We are those who would strive to lighten the burden borne by the crystal curse, but if we are to survive the coming storm, we must stand together, as you have shown us, friend in North.
Here you are.
Ooh. Got a freaking medallion. The goddess of Gregor teaches us to walk with the rich. It's an act of greater good. If we are to accept this truth, then we cannot rightly call he who follows this path an outlaw.
You earned this.
Yeah.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Thank you, guys. Awesome.
Clive?
Yes.
If you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me.
They're all right. But it's a long story.
Where were you at when we came back? Crap, I do.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been Mid.
Then I'll check the workshop.
Black Dot. Alright, we gotta do some more mid missions. Gotta go collect some more things. More things. Ooh, I think that one with the little
Amber and the Lazarus are gone.
little cross. I think that's like
Do you
a
think Mid's ship will have the same?
health mission side quest. I'll do that in the next video though.
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking.
Well, that's it then. I'm buggered.
Buggered?
What do we have here? Oh. Sid's pipes. Something tells me Mid won't be needing these.
Baby doll.
I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's. Huh. What's this tucked inside it?
Little law, I know you like your riddles, so I reckon you appreciate this one. Of all my inventions, this one's the best, and so when choosing his place of rest, I recall your opus, daughter dearest, and now it sleeps there in the first. I'm going to have to work on the last rhyme. Good luck, Sid.
Sid's best invention. Huh. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. But what would that be? Perhaps Otto might know.
Well, did you find anything?
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
Treasure hunts, oh yeah.
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope, nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this. See?
All too well. All right, out of the way.
Breaking everything around here.
There's something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yeah, yes. There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new music!
Huh. Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me.
Mid. Daddy.
I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
Wow, 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 wow. I want to get that thing mid so she can work on it.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye. Lose a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left?
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
In the next video, I'm gonna end this one. Thanks for watching. Toodaloo. Sucker poop.